guys! So this month I cleared out a little bit of space in my TBR shelf, and then I did this. This isn't really as bad as it seems because I discovered a new bookshop this past month. It is a book rack, which is a franchise that is all over the US or either all over my region. I don't really know how widespread it is, but anyway, it's a book rack. They don't have a lot of YA, but I did happen to find some because you can trade in your old books and get credit for new books. And some people traded in some YAs, so even though they don't actually get shipments of young adult books, they do have some that people have traded in if you dig hard enough, which I do. So I'll show you what I got from Book Rack first. First I found Where She Went by Gail Forman. I don't actually have If I Stay and I haven't read it, but I'm hoping I can find it at the library or find a nice lower priced copy. I think this was like $3, $3.50, something like that, so a good deal. It looks pristine, like never read. And then I found The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. There it is. Nope, there's the glare. Sorry. I've heard a lot of good things about this book, even though I don't really know a lot about the plot or the characters, but one of my friends said that this is a book that kind of gets her in the spirit of fall, and I don't know why, but I think I might save it for a late summer read, but I don't know, I might get to it before then. If you think this is kind of an autumn, fall-ish book, then give me a heads up, or if it's definitely not and I should go ahead and read it now, then tell me that too. The next book I found was A Great and Terrible Beauty by Libba Bray. The main reason I've been wanting to read this book, it's been on my TBR on Goodreads for a long time, and I just love the title. I don't know why, but I think that that is just a fantastic name for a book. I don't know what I would expect it to be about or anything, but I hate that I didn't think to title a book this before Libba Bray did. The next book I found was All These Things I've Done by Gabrielle Zevin. This is actually an advanced reader's edition, so I guess someone traded it in. I don't know how it found its way to the book rack, but I found it there, and since I bought Elsewhere by Gabrielle Zevin, I thought that I would just go ahead and pick this one up too. The next thing I found at Book Rack is something that I cannot believe I came across. I mean, the copies are very used and look a little worn, but the Percy Jackson series, I found all 5 of these. Sorry, I'm trying not to drop them. Okay, there they are. I can't believe they were all there. The woman who owns the shop said that they hardly ever have full series collections and that this had just come in, so I really lucked out. I've never read these and I've always wanted to, so now I will. That is all that I got from Book Rack, but I also made one BooksAMillion trip this month. And that is my Valentine's gift from my husband. He gave me money to go buy books because he loves me and he knows that that's the best possible Valentine's gift. So I will show you what I got from BooksAMillion. The first book I got should surprise no one. That is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Last month I read the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare, and it was my first venture into Cassandra Clare's writing and I loved it. So I did want to read the Mortal Instruments series, but I had none of those books, so I'm going to start buying them now. I just got the first book in the Mortal Instruments series. I think that I might collect this whole series before I start to read them. I haven't really decided yet. I feel certain enough that I'm going to like it that it wouldn't be bad to go ahead and purchase all the books as I can. I think that would be smart. I don't know, if anyone thinks that I wouldn't like the Mortal Instruments series, then give me a heads up before I go out and buy all of these books. The next book I bought at BooksAMillion is The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. This is something I've been feeling kind of on and off about because it seems like it might freak me out a little bit. I'm easily creeped out. I used to read Stephen King novels when I was very small, but for some reason as an adult I've turned into a big wimp. And so I was kind of nervous that this would be too much for me, but I'm going to give it a try. But I'm probably not going to buy the other books until I know that I'm invested in this series. BooksAMillion was running a special and they had some books that were buy two and get a third free. And I kind of cheated a little bit, I guess. I bought The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer, City of Bones, and then I got this, which is Flowers in the Attic and Petals on the Wind by V.C. Andrews. So this is 2 books in one, so technically I got 4 books. But anyway, a lot of people have been talking about this. Apparently they made a Lifetime or Hallmark or I don't even know, some network made a movie based off of Flowers in the Attic. Or maybe it's a TV series. Maybe I should research these things before I start recording. Anyway, it's kind of been in the spotlight a little bit and it intrigued me. The little blurb on the back is intriguing. And I wanted to go ahead and get this while they were running that sale. So I did. The last book that I picked up is one that I read in high school and it really impacted me. Like, I feel like maybe I should do a whole video on that book instead of just talking about it now for 30 minutes. But let's just say that this book was probably my favorite book that I read in high school, and it's something that I wrote a paper on, and it was really the first time I wrote something that I thought, this is good. I can actually write. And I mean, I was a senior by that time, so it took me a long time to get to that moment where I was confident in something that I wrote about, and I think it was because I was so passionate about this book. And that is Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. I was kind of reluctant to pick this up, but I really wanted the 75th anniversary edition, so I paid a lot more than I normally would for a paperback. I really wanted a special edition of this book, and I think this one is really gorgeous. But I was kind of reluctant to read it again because I was scared that I wouldn't feel as strongly about it as I did the first time, and you know, it's kind of a shame to ruin the nostalgia you feel about something. But I did read it this month, and I'll talk about it in my February wrap-up, but let's just say I still loved it just the same, maybe even more this time. Alright, so here are all the books that I bought in the month of February. That is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 books. And that is 13 more than I intended to buy. I'm not going to officially put myself on a book buying ban yet, but I don't really have any money to spend on books right now, so hopefully I can go a little while before I buy some more. But if I run into some extra money, guys, I'm gonna buy books. So let me know in the comments if you've read any of these books and what you think about them, and I will see you next time. Bye!